Hello YouTube friends, it's me, Atrera from SeanGames.ca, and I'm here to talk about games. The games that I played this week specifically. Over the course of this week, I've played through 5 pretty fantastic games. Not played through, I have played 5 pretty fantastic games. None of them are particularly new games. Dragon's Dogma: The Dark Arisen, I played for a few hours on stream last night, and really enjoyed my first couple hours with it. Witcher 3, I've been playing on and off since about the day it came out. About 30 hours in now, and absolutely love it. Playing through the new Tomb Raider on my Xbox One, and it's just amazing. I love Tomb Raider. I love the first Tomb Raider, and I love this new Tomb Raider. I played through a little bit of Bloodborne and a little bit of Dark Souls 2, just to, really get myself down and make myself feel like the terrible gamer that I truly am on the inside. But I wanted to talk this week about what I was writing in my blog earlier on today. I don't know if anybody here has read it, but it's at SeanGames.ca, and it's my thoughts on some RPGs, because RPGs are the kind of the theme of my week so far this week, and I have had some thoughts about them. So, talking about games like Bloodborne and Dark Souls, I really wanted to talk about the story, the lack thereof. Don't freak out, Dark Souls fans. I understand there's a lot of story in the Dark Souls games. It's just not spoon-fed to you like it is in some of the other games that I played this week. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how that telling story by not telling story and letting the player really experience for themselves, I think that really adds to the experience in a lot of ways. Like, I have no idea what's going on in Bloodborne whatsoever. I don't know what's going on, but I know that it's based in a super cool Lovecraftian world, and I absolutely love it. I love how dark it is. I love the monsters that you're fighting. It's just so dark and gripping, and it's great. And that's kind of the same how I feel about Dark Souls. I mean, obviously they're made by the same company. They're basically the same game. Just Bloodborne is essentially, in my mind, Dark Souls fast mode. And Dark Souls is the same thing. Like, I've played through probably 10-15 hours of Dark Souls 1. Didn't beat it. That's going to be a running theme here. But I had no idea what was going on in that game either. I knew that I was supposed to go up somewhere, and then I was supposed to go down somewhere. That's really all I knew what was going on. But I had a good time when I played it. And I had a pretty good time playing some of Dark Souls 2 this week earlier on too. And I can't wait to play a bit more of it. Apparently I've got buddies that want to play with me, so I don't really know how the multiplayer in Dark Souls works. I don't understand it. But they do. Apparently they're good. Most of them have beat the game a few times, so hopefully they'll carry me. I hope you can get carried through that game. Because I was reading an article earlier on today on Reddit by a guy named That Vance Guy. And he was talking about like the incredibly positive experience he had playing through Dark Souls. I believe it was Dark Souls 1. And talking about how it took his life from a low point. He rode the high of beating that game to, just improving his life exponentially. And that type of joy, that type of fulfillment, I feel like is something that's missing in a lot of other games. Definitely missing in some of the other games I'm going to talk about today. But I don't feel like that necessarily is required. Like, I don't feel like you need to have that extreme sense of achievement when you beat a boss. It's certainly nice. Like, I know what he's talking about. I've beaten a few of the bosses, and all 3, I'm referring to Bloodborne here as a Souls game, so all 3 of the Souls games that I've played, and I've always felt great afterwards. I always really just, like, fuck yeah. You take that boss, you take that shit, and you like it. Oh, I feel so good. Yeah, and then, so like that experience, like that great feeling, I think that is something that's not necessarily unique to the Souls series, but it certainly is, most prevalent there. But then I feel also that like in games like The Witcher 3 and Tomb Raider to like a lesser extent, but certainly to an extent, you can also get that same feeling of, real achievement. I mean, in Witcher 3, when I'm not sure when I did it, but I beat the first time you face the Wild Hunt bosses. So It's pretty early, so hope I wasn't spoiling that for anybody, but that's in the first couple hours. The first time I beat the Wild Hunt guys on whatever mission it was, that felt amazing. It took me like 10 tries because my gear was all broken. I didn't know that I was about to face a big boss, so I was pretty fucked going in. But it felt amazing, like a real achievement, and I really loved it. And I think that is an absolute strength of RPGs as a genre. I think that is kind of like the big thing for me, because as if you read my blog at all, you'd know that I'm not big on completing games. I'm not a completionist at all. I love to just jump in, see what the world has to offer, and then jump out. So for me to be able to experience that, especially early as I did in Witcher 3, and I mean, in the first bosses of Bloodborne and Dark Souls, you get through them pretty quickly, and you feel pretty good after that too. So it's certainly not something that you need to beat the whole game to experience, and I enjoy that in games. I really do. But I was playing last night. I was on my stream playing Dragon's Dogma. A couple of my buddies were in the chat talking with me, about their experience with the game so far, and let me use their next level pawns or whatever to kind of carry me through it, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But that game, to me, I feel like it's kind of like the in-between between like the Witcher type of gameplay and storytelling and like Bloodborne storytelling, like Witcher Tomb Raider storytelling, like basically just the more like spoon-fed story, like lots of exposition, versus like the Bloodborne, lack of any spoon-feeding at all mentality. So the Dragon's Dogma to me is kind of like the happy medium, like where those two games come together, where they want to hang out. So I'm hoping as I move forward in Dragon's Dogma, because I'm going to play more of it, that that storytelling kind of fleshes out a little bit, because as it stands right now, I killed the Hydra, kind of, sort of. I don't actually know how I killed it. I did the little intro thing where I'm somebody else. I don't know what's going on. And now I got my chick, I got myself a wizard, and I'm hoping that moving forward the story kind of fleshes out a little bit, because I am a little concerned by the pacing so far. But it's a bit older game, and it's not quite as modern as some of the new ones. It does hold up pretty well on this new PC version of it, so I have high hopes. And yeah, I mean, I kind of just want to talk a little bit about my thoughts on RPGs and how I feel they should be played and how they should be designed, and I think I've kind of got that out there. If you have any more thoughts and opinions on RPGs, what you love about RPGs, please feel free to leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And if you want to get more of my stuff, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, all Sean Games, or hit me up on my site, seangames.ca, where I do a blog post 2 or 3 every week at least about games and my thoughts and opinions on them. Alright guys, have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys later on next week.